Okay, guys. Today I would like to talk about how to get motivated to learn English and really master this language. All right. I use the word master, but of course, we are non-native speakers, so we're not gonna master this language. But for most of our students, or at least for most of my students, uh, if you can have a nice level, if you can get to intermediate level, that's a lot of English. You're gonna be able to communicate around the world and many situations that you're gonna face on a daily basis. So let's get started with my first tip. Sorry, let me get back a little bit here. So the first thing you should have in mind, you have to remember, and you have to have really clear in your mind why did you decide to study English. What kind of English do you want to have, and if you're really willing to put the effort that is necessary to really understand the language, because you're gonna face lots of challenge. So if you're not really willing to put all the effort that you really need, is going to be even harder. So that's what I would like you to write that down. Write your reasons. Why do you want to learn English? Why do I just want to understand music? Do I want to travel abroad? Do I want to improve my resume and have being able to deal with business English and stuff like that? So you need to have really clear in your mind why do you want to study English and what do you want to use English for, right? Okay, let's go ahead. I need you to pay attention to something. Most people forget that some students try to compare English with Portuguese, and they say that the order is on the opposite. But that's wrong. That's because you are comparing English with Portuguese, and they are different languages. So English is English, Portuguese is Portuguese. So don't compare things, Try to understand what is the order in English, how do they say the things. Try to imitate native speakers. That's how you should start. That's the right approach. So English is a stressed language, so it's not based on sounds. So if you're trying to listen to a word in English, hear a word in English, and trying to write the word down, if you follow the Portuguese pattern, you're gonna fail, because that's not how it works. All right. So that's why they have the spelling and things like that. How do you spell this word and this word? Even with native speakers, that's the same approach. How do I get used with that? You should listen to a lot of English. If you don't listen to a lot of English, you're not going to get used with how the English is sound and how you should pronounce the words. You need to get used with that, listening to a lot of English. Listen to some radios. That's the way I used to do, and that's the way I still do. I still listen to radios from New York, and you can find thousands of links on the internet. It's only a click away, so you should do that. English is for everybody, so don't feel frustrated if sometimes it gets really complicated and hard. But anything you can think of in Portuguese, you can find in English as well. So try to research about the things you really like in English. If you like basketball, research about basketball. If you like soap operas, research about soap operas. They have soap operas in America as well in English. If you like comedy, if you like soccer, there are tons of things on the internet you can read about, videos, etc. All right. So don't just sit and wait. if you really want to master English, you should go out there. Don't be satisfied with the classes that you attend to. You should really be part of the solution and not part of the problem. All right? That's my message. Thanks a lot.